Another day, another dollar, as they say. How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas, aka Diamond Nuts. While on tap today, we're going to talk about some Harmony One. We're going to talk about some NFTs. Man, I don't know. This one could go off the rails today because I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a little frustrated with Harmony One. So I know there's a lot of Harmonauts out there. I'm a Harmonaut. I love me some Harmony One. But I'm starting to waver on them. Like, no matter what, I think they're going up this year. Hans, how you doing? Harmony to the moon. Abel, good. Guys, I'm starting to get a little nervy about Harmony One. I do got some news. Not a lot of news comes out with them too often, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to get a little like, come on, Harmony One. They need to get their act together, and I'm gonna be talking about that in a second. Let me get my MetaMask is asking for a password, so I'm just getting logged into that real quick. I don't know, man. Oh no, actually it's not. So Harmony One, let's just hop right into it. Let's hop right into the desktop. Let's talk about some Harmony One. All right, so Harmony One started moving yesterday, and it started moving pretty good. At one point, also I have a dilemma. We'll get to the dilemma here pretty soon, but I'm not sure what I want to YOLO on right now. I'm having a hard time making up my mind. But Harmony One started moving yesterday. I was pretty excited about that. It was up at like over 20% at one point. I don't even want to pull up Solana. Solana is just really frustrating the hell out of me that I didn't get into that. Still got major FOMO on Solana. Apparently Solana is announcing some big news today. So I'm hoping for a buy the rumor, massive dump on the news. You know, so that way maybe I can get in. Also, I've talked about the Aurora NFT drop in the past. I dropped the ball on that. That is happening today. I have not bought any Solana. I've not even installed the Phantom wallet, and I haven't done anything to prepare for that NFT drop. So I won't be getting into that today, but I think it has a potential to be a good drop. Whatever, you know. Maybe it's a Harmony One blessing in disguise. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's going to be a pretty good drop, though. But I'm not going to rush it. I got to work today, so I'm not going to rush it and end up making dumb mistakes. I made a couple dumb mistakes in NFTs as of late. Anyway, the Harmony One news, a lot of speculation. I don't think it's that much, but so this is big, and this was tweeted, and you don't really see a lot of news articles on it. In fact, I don't think I've seen any news articles on it, but all right, so hello Harmony One delegators. Binance has pulled 500 million won from the validator pools earlier today. And they're basically saying verify your pool and all this. So I don't know, if you have money in one of the Binance validators, you might want to check to make sure it's all good. Most people are the thought of what this is another interesting video. I don't know if you've seen this. This is crazy, dude. Look at this. This dude getting ready to get scalped. Look, watch. What? Oh my goodness, dude. I've watched that like 50 times. All right, let's get that off the... All right. So I don't know if you've ever done any Harmony One buying and selling on Binance. It could be very frustrating because it gets like frozen all the time. And it's because they don't have the liquidity. So the current thought, but 500 million is a lot. So 500 million actual one. Well, what is that? Like $50 million? I guess it's not that much. I mean, it's an okay chunk, but it's nothing crazy to where like, you know, a Coinbase listing. Some people are saying things like, so it's probably just for liquidity reason, just so that you can buy and sell it. So it's probably not that big a deal, but it's big enough because I mean, if you can't buy it and you can't sell it and it's constant, that is going to hurt the price somewhat. You know, liquidity is king. And I kind of poke around and see what else is going on. I've actually been pretty frustrated because I pulled out of the farms on Sushi Swap. They're having some kind of bug or something. I don't really understand it. They're not being very transparent. The interest rates on these just fell to the floor. I mean, bad. It got really ugly. And this is one of my huge complaints with Harmony One right now. They're not incentivizing. Look at Matic and look at AAVE. The major reason those things are to the moon right now is because they incentivize hundreds over $100 million. Matic incentivized over $100 million to bring liquidity and adoption into their platform. AVAX is doing the same thing. It's going crazy. And I mean, to be fair to AVAX, I think Harmony One's better than AVAX, but that's not a fair opinion because I haven't used AVAX, right? I haven't really investigated AVAX much. Isn't it just created by some MIT professor? I mean, is that really enough to make it the world's greatest smart chain? I don't know. I mean, looking at Solana, now that's one that is actually one of the reasons I like Solana so much, because they're doing it without like crazy incentivization. They just got really good backers. They got really good marketing. And that's another thing Harmony One lacks on, is that they're just not marketing very well. I did tweet at them today. Harmony.one. See if I can find it real quick. I'm trying to be nice, right? Trying to be nice, but I'm telling them, like, oh, because they're talking about, I don't know, it's not showing up. I need to refresh. But basically, I told them they need to incentivize more, right? They just had an article, or they just tweeted. Yeah, they tweeted, you can put your tokens to work on One and Sushi. Current APR is 203%. Bro, like, come on, dude. Like, what the F? And then they're promoting Yield Guild. I took a look at this, and we can take a look at that too. But this is yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. Dude, the current APR has not been 203% anytime recently. Like, maybe when it first came out. The current APR, you can put your, oh, is this supposed to mean on, okay, so I'm assuming they mean for this pool. You can put your tokens to work to earn one. All right, so I'm assuming they mean the YGG ETH pool. And even that I don't think is true. So my tweet was a little wrong because I said it's only 20%, but I was looking at the, all right, so it's already down to 84% since yesterday. And there's only 200,000. Come on, guys. 211,000 TVL. That's a joke. Let's look at what the analytics are overall. And apparently there used to be a link for that. Let's see if we can find it. It used to be down in the lower left, I think. Yeah, I have another, I believe. So I discussed it a week or two ago. I was talking about, yeah, this is, I don't know that this is the right one. I don't know why I can't see it. Usually there's a link you could see, like the TVL, and click on all the different analytics. That's not working. This has constantly had problems. Maybe it's because I'm not on, yeah, I'm on the Harmony One wallet. Look at that. I got 233,000 Harmony One that I'm not even putting to work. Just waiting. Just waiting to do something. Let me spin it on something. What do you say to DOT? Is it still worth buying now? Honestly, I love DOT. I'll get into that in a second. DOT's moving really good too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting really frustrated with Harmony One. Don't hate me out there, Harmony One community, but they need to get their act together. They're offering $2 million incentive for AAVE and another $2 million for Curve. It should be more like 15 million, 20 million. And they should be offering more money to Sushi to really bring it over. We've heard talks of Anchor. Like, how long does that take? Why is Anchor taking so long? And then, I don't know, man. You guys need to get your act together. I know you're still young. And your protocol is amazing. It moves really fast. It seems to work really well. I haven't had any complaints, really, with using it, moving money over there, and doing stuff with it. But you just feel like you're really dropping the ball when it comes to marketing and incentives. If you like, you would be $8, $9, $10 billion market cap right now if you incentivize more. I really don't know what's going on there. DOT is up 20. Yeah, so there's a lot. Why are you not? That's a great question, Abel, because it was mostly yield farming. And then I pulled it out. And my plan was to kind of stake it. Oh, because, all right, so this is probably one of the worst plans I've ever had. Because I got excited about AAVE and Curve. So I'm kind of waiting for an announcement, but I don't know, right? So I want Curve and AAVE to come here so I can start doing some DeFi stuff with it. Because if I stake it, you got to wait 7 days to take it out. So I don't know. I probably should just throw it back in a validator right now. I need to think about what I want to do on it, to be quite honest. The question was asked about Polkadot. Polkadot is moving. I'm obviously pretty excited about that. Well, I say obviously. I mean, I don't know why that's obvious to me. Might not necessarily be obvious to you. But I have 1,000 DOT staked on Kraken, paying me 12%. DOT is another one that's been kind of a disappointment. Polkadot and Harmony One, I think they're both going to have their time. They're going to have their day in the sun. I think it's all coming around. Harmony One, like I said, started moving yesterday. So did Polkadot. It came up towards the fib right at 13.5. The next target would have been 15, and then 19, and then all time, pushing off that. I think this could come even without news, just because of an altcoin season and just a little bit of news. For example, if AAVE or Curve did say, yeah, we're coming, that would be enough to pump it. But I don't want superficial pumps. I want Harmony One to market better. I want Harmony One to incentivize better, and let's get this going. You know what I'm saying? There's so much potential with Harmony One, but they're kind of blowing it. There's many upcoming protocols fighting Harmony One, like Phantom. I'm not a big fan of Phantom. I don't know Flowchain. I don't know Oasis. I don't know Secret. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like eGold is another one. Got me a little eagle. Honestly, like part of me just wants to, and it tears me apart because I love Harmony One so much, but I kind of just want to consolidate, like get rid of probably some of my Harmony One. I mean, I do have around 400,000 right now. 100,000 of it's just kind of in limbo because I'm trying to figure out what I want to YOLO on. If I want to, like, for example, I don't know, dude, I have about $25,000, some of it's in Ethereum, some of it's in Harmony One, some of it's in Cardano. And I'm just kind of waiting, figuring out, this is like make my, just whet my appetite, having to do some shit versus just, my normal strategy of just buying and holding, right? Mostly when we look at this spreadsheet, this is just all the stuff that I'm buying and holding and getting passive income on. But I'm fidgety. I like to tinker. I like to have fun. I like to get into DeFi. I like to get into NFTs, right? And I have major FOMO on Solana just because it's going to the moon and because they got some really awesome NFT and gaming stuff going on over there. And it is a crime that I don't have a big bag of Solana in my portfolio. One of the things holding me back is the fact that it's just mooned so much. I wanted to buy it at $30. I didn't, and now it's a 4x from there. So now I'm kind of waiting for, there's probably going to be a big pullback in the market at some point, and then I'll feel like, that'll be the time to maybe get some Solana. I mean, will Solana be $200 on a pullback? I don't effing know, but it's hard for me to buy something that's up 4x. And pumping like crazy and up 20% over the last day. But I do kind of want to consolidate and, Polkadot will remain. I have no desire to sell any of my Polkadot. And I have reservations about Polkadot too. They're doing kind of the same thing. They're kind of really moving slow. They're taking their time. And because of that, how much is that going to hurt them? Because Solana and Ethereum and now Cardano, they're freaking moving. Those are going to be some big, big chains that are going to be hard to overcome with what they got going on. And then you got someone like AVAX coming in and aping in and Matic a little bit. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Matic. A lot of problems. It's kind of, the gas is cheap, but a lot of problems with transactions, moving slow. You're constantly having to tinker with gas. Their NFTs have been pretty lackluster. Their DeFi, I mean, other than AAVE Curve and Sushi Swap and I don't know, the Quick Swap, or I don't forget the other one, but for the most part, they're a bunch of rug pulls, kind of like rug pulls and garbage ass DeFi, like you know, like Binance, Binance shitcoin. Anyway, not sure why you still having Terra Luna. Wait, not sure why you still having Terra Luna and Mate. Sandbox is better than... Yeah, alright, so are you asking why I don't have Terra Luna? Or are you asking me why I still have Terra Luna? How many... I don't know any, bro, but I'm thinking about buying some Al Capones. They had some really bad news. The devs effed up. I think that might be an opportunity. I'm considering buying some. We could take a look at that. So here's the beauty about, hit those like buttons, hit that. Here's the beauty about my stream, guys and gals. I'm a wild card. You ask, I want to engage, I want to talk, right? So you ask me questions, I'm going to answer. You're lucky right now because there's not 10 million people in the chat, and then I'll just start, you know, there's no way I could keep up with that. But all right, real quickly, Polkadot. Let's take a look at Polkadot because that I want to know, Abel, why no? All right, bro. I own Terra Luna. Well, I don't own a lot, but I'll show you that in a second too. I love Anchor and Terra Luna. Love, love, love. And that's part of why I like Harmony One. They're in a partnership with them. Very good question, Crit. So I'm not going to tell you whether or not to buy Wii U or not, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it. But don't listen to me because I could be wrong. I could be way wrong. I have no idea if Wii U is going to be a home run or not. But all right, we'll get into that. All right. So hold on, everyone. Polkadot. I love me some Polkadot. Like I said, I own 1,000 Polkadot, earning me 12% interest on Kraken. I get like 2 free Polkadot a week. Can't beat that with a stick. Polkadot is finding support. No, this is Bitcoin. What the hell's wrong with me? All right, so Polkadot, yeah, pushed up against the fib. It's been on a tear. I said back when it was below 30 that Polkadot was still below 30. I still believe that, but I wouldn't recommend aping into. You know, it's hard to say. I still think Polkadot could be. If the bull run does what everyone expects, Bitcoin 100, well, what I expect. I never expected 500,000, and I've been pretty transparent about that the entire time. I think that the cycles are changing. I think it's going to be extended. I think because of liquidity, because of NFTs. NFTs is a wild card because it could be a bubble too that really crashes it. But I think Polkadot, once these auctions start taking place and real projects start actually doing stuff on there, Polkadot will come out, you know, it will blast off for sure. So, and the fact that you get 12% and it's Gavin Wood. I mean, Gavin Wood's the guy that created Ethereum. Vitalik came up with the idea of it, but Gavin Wood's the guy. He is the guy, pal, right? So he was the brains on creating smart contracts, and what he's doing over at Polkadot is going to be some really good stuff. It has that premier vibe, like it's a premier smart chain too. So I still think Polkadot's going to be really good. It is on a tear. Will it see all-time highs here pretty soon? Maybe. I don't know, right? But I have 1,000 of it, and I'm holding it long term, and I'm going to continue to earn my 12%. I don't have any. If you know, we got Plan A. Plan A over here is if Bitcoin goes to 120,000 ish by towards the end of the year, and it gets towards the top of the logarithmic growth curve. My plan is to start taking some profits. If the market pumps, the market dumps, and then altcoins pump, and Bitcoin's dumping, that's plan A. I'm going to start taking some profits. But plan B is I'm holding and earning passive income, right? I talk about this all the time. This is how much monthly safe passive income I'm earning right now. I'm not really doing much in yield farming right now. It's pretty low. I'm not doing anything. So this, I'm not doing even, I'm not even in the pancake swap right now. So that's 0. I'm doing the sushi one. So I'm making like $50. I'm not, and that's where I got about 20 some $1,000. I'm itching to do something. So I don't know whether I'm going to buy Solana and have some fun with NFTs over there. I'm considering buying a couple of World of Women, right? Those things, I really love those. And I think those are going to continue to skyrocket in value over in NFT land. I want to buy some Cabones. Those are on sale right now. Let's take a look at that. All right, let's pop on over to OpenSea. I don't even want to show my wallet because I made 2 really bad decisions this weekend. It's gonna be hard for me to make that money up. All right. I got a little ETH here. I'm itching to buy some. Yeah, I think so too there, Twine. I'm going to get to the Wayu question. I'm going to get to it. All right. So, this is one I really want to get. World of Women. Man, this just keeps running away. I'm considering buying like 2 of them. I'm just holding. I think it's going to continue. These are amazing. I think these are amazing pieces of artwork. The problem is, though, is once I buy them, I won't want to sell them. These are legit. Like, I love these things, man. And the floor just keeps going up. All right, so it looks like the floor had a little bit of a small chili dipper this morning. There we go, a cherry tea. I want a cherry tea, but I'm not a huge fan of that hair. I like this one, but I don't like that little tattoo. I like this one a lot. That one's pretty decent. I like this one. Ooh, yeah, right there. I like that one a lot. The rainbow eyes, the cherry tea, the white hair. Yeah. Oh, should I do it? All right, so let's take a look at Al Capone's. Apparently, they screwed up the smart contract, and they're trying to fix it, and it's going to take them like 5 days. So it's made a good opportunity. He also kind of screwed up the launch. They screwed up the gas somehow, right? So it's really affecting the project quite a bit. These things were hovering at like 0.6, 0.7 and rising before the reveal. After that, people are starting to waver a little bit. So when there's blood in the streets, so I'm kind of seeing what's happening, what's going to happen here. And I'm considering buying a few of these. But man, you know, you look at this, you're like 0.4 Ethereum. That seems so cheap. And then you click on it and you're like, oh shit, man, that's a lot of dollars. But I'm seriously considering buying some of these. I think they have a really good chance of making some money. There is an app out there that I was looking at too. I forget the name of it. Nanons? Nanons. Probably find it in my history. But there's a really good NFT app out there that does like metrics so that you can see like how much volume, big wall, but it costs like $150 a month. So that's like, I don't know, you know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If this channel pulled in $150 a month, it's going to be my first investment. Volume, yeah, and that app shows that too. All right, so real quick, Abel, I don't know if you're still here. I do own Anchor. I do own, not a lot. I bought it at $7 though, right? So I only own 50 Luna. It is, I am providing it as collateral. Right there, 50 Luna and 10 Ethereum as collateral. This interest rate has really taken a bit of a beating. It's gone from 14% down to about 8%. So that just tells me a lot of money is coming into Anchor. As long as this is positive, I'm getting paid to borrow. So I'm cool with that. Even if this were to be negative, it wouldn't be the end of the world because all the money I'm borrowing, I'm putting into the earn. And it's earning 19%. So, I mean, the borrow rate could go to negative 19. It wouldn't make much sense, right? Because when you provide your BETH, your bonded ETH as collateral, you're forfeiting the Lido rewards. The Lido rewards are 5% on your Ethereum, which is amazing. Lido takes 0.5% of that. No, they take 5% of your rewards. So I guess it's like getting 4.5% on your Ethereum, which is still amazing. But then once you provide it as collateral, Anchor starts getting those rewards. So you gotta weigh how much is 35,000 times 4.5%. Maybe around like $1,200, $1,300 a year. Is that right? Yeah, about that. So does it make more sense for me to borrow against it, risk being liquidated? Look, people talk about liquidation when you're borrowing. You just got to be careful, because at the end of the day, if you're getting liquidated, it's not really that much different than if you were just holding it and your asset drops in value. You're still going to have the money that you borrowed. It will just no longer be in that asset because it got liquidated. But if you didn't have that borrowed money, it would have been in an asset that was now half the price, right? If that makes sense. But at the end of the day, my 7,600 has to add up. It needs to add up to more than what I would get paid if I didn't provide it as collateral and it was just chilling in my wallet and I could claim rewards, if that makes sense. So this 30, yeah, be, 10% would be 3,500. So it'd be about $1,600 a year if I wasn't providing it as collateral, being paid in ETH. But I'm borrowing 7,600 and getting 8%, we'll say 8.5% plus, so about 25%. So I don't know, my math's pretty bad. So when it was 30%, almost, and it's almost 30%, so that's about $2,100 a year. So it's still a little bit better. Nanson's it. That's it right there, man. I really want to get that app. That app looks insane, and I just don't feel like spending. I mean, I can most definitely afford it, but it's still that's a lot of money. And I'm just not doing, like, if I was going ham in NFTs and I was really going for it, this would definitely be it. And, they have a 7-day free trial, but you know how that goes. Start a 7-day trial for $9. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Why even charge? Oh, I guess because there's probably transaction fees and shit when you do it. But this has really good metrics. Like, it'll show you, I mean, you can find a lot of this stuff like on OpenSea and stuff, but you got to click the different links and it's not aggregated together. And this will also show things like smart money, what smart money's buying and stuff like that. So yeah, one is pumping. I don't know if you just came to the stream. Yeah, I mean, it was pumping more. It's starting to pull back. I'm starting to lose my faith in Harmony One. I discussed this earlier. I love me some Harmony One. Don't get me wrong, but they need to do better marketing and better. They need to incentivize better. They're talking. So they gave Sushi Swap 2 million or 3 million. Anchor is supposedly coming. I don't know how long that's going to take. And then they're offering 2 million for Curve and 2 million for AAVE. Come on, Dr. Stevens. Say, bro, you need to be like offering 15 million and 20 million. You need to up your game over there, dude. Like, let's get some people on this network. Let's get aggressive. Let's get some good projects over here. Let's get the money flowing. You know what I'm saying? This is a great protocol, but you're kind of like, this is a very dangerous time in cryptocurrency. Like it was mentioned earlier, there's a lot of competition. And you got to strike now, man. Like, people that are starting to really succeed right now and making moves like Matic and Avalanche, like, they're getting a lot of network effect by doing what they're doing. And Solana, like, I mean, look at what they're doing. They're doing that without crazy incentivization. And I said this before. I think Solana is legit probably going to be a contender. I mean, they call it an Ethereum killer, and it's still early, but man, dude, what they're doing, and I'm even getting nervous that, like, my biggest bag, it's like almost 50% of my portfolio, and it's done really well for me. But Solana's coming for Cardano. Cardano, the big spotlight's coming. in less than 2 weeks, the smart contracts. And I do have a lot of money that I'm looking to deploy over there. I'm really excited about a lot of their projects. I think Cardano is really going to go to the moon, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I think the best coins you can hold right now are Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana. And then I'd probably put Polkadot after that. But the only thing is how do you buy Solana when it's pumped this much? Well, there's a lot more room for it to grow because it's only like 9 billion market cap. All right, so Wayu. Question was asked about Wayu. I do have that up. I think I did put it in the title too. A lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but there's people out there talking about it. I have no idea if this coin is going to be a monster. I do see some red flags personally with this. I'm not buying into it because I've got my ass handed to me. Not bad, like $2,000 or $3,000 on a couple. And I might make it up, I might not. It's just kind of how NFTs work. But I took a couple swings and misses on what looks like a couple bad NFT projects. I tried to get into the Cabones and that didn't work out. I was trying to buy like 5 or 10 of those. If I would have got those, I'd already be in like 10x plus profit, even with the problems they're having right now. So I'm a little butthurt. I'm trying to contain myself. It kind of reminds me back in college when I had a bookie and I'd bet on sports, you know, how you'd lose and you keep doubling down and going for broke. And so I'm just, you know, I'm trying to learn from my past experiences and not try and chase and try and get my money back quickly. I'm just trying to be, you know, smart and get into the right project. For example, mentioning I'm considering buying 1 or 2 World of Women. I think those are going to go up in value a lot. That's a lot of money. 2 World of Women, and we're talking, oh my goodness, that's like $20,000 right now, dude. Like, I don't know, because the problem with NFTs is I think they're an amazing investment, but if that market starts crashing, the NFTs could go quick. So what do you mean Harmony One doesn't have that much money? I don't know how much money they have. They have like, I want to say, let's take a look. That's one of the things about Harmony One. We're not really sure how much money they have. But something tells me they have that kind of money. And that's part of the question. Are they like just trying to be greedy? I don't know, man. Come on, talk to us, Harmony One. But when you look at them, they have, let's see, circulating supply, 10 billion, total supply, 13 billion. So there's 2.5 billion coins that aren't circulating. Is that held by the team? The 2.5 billion at 10 cents. I mean, I guess you're kind of right. That would only be 250 million. So yeah, I don't know. All right, so Wayu, let's get this question answered. Hopefully that chap is still in the chat. All right, so Wayu is supposed to be this the second coming of Christ for NFTs. It's actually dropping in 34 minutes on Pancake Swap. Let's see if we can, how easy it is to even buy this shit. All right, so Pancake. I think this obviously has potential, but here's the deal, dude. I don't know, man. Like first they were going to be Binance, and now they're kind of Solana, and now they're kind of doing both. So I just feel like they're kind of going for, you know, what's hot. And they're trying to, and I don't blame them, because obviously NFTs, I mean, Solana could be the new marketplace for NFTs. It's probably going to steal a lot of volume from OpenSea and Ethereum. I think Ethereum is going to remain the premier place for a while, but then Cardano's coming too. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the NFT market shakes out between Cardano, Solana, and Ethereum. I will say that from even the projects, like the project web pages, the project gaming, the NFT stuff over there, it looks more next gen than a lot of the stuff you see on Ethereum. But the few things that, there's a few things that make me like, I'm not getting into it, because it's IDOs are very, 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 very risky right off the bat. So if I had a little bit of money, I might throw, I mean, guys, you see my portfolio. This is how I'm doing. I'm not doing too bad. So I could easily throw a little bit of money at this, but I just feel like it's too much of a risk. So even maybe throw 1,000 at it or whatever, $1,000, $2,000. Probably this could 5 or 10x. People are talking 100x's, maybe. I don't know. Because NFTs are hot. People might FOMO into this. Is it like kind of like a pyramid scheme? I hate these, right? When people start showing stuff, because these are always geared to just make theirs look the best. You really got to dig deep into what's really going on with all this stuff. But the public launch is only 1% of all their tokens. That's a red flag, right? Like what's going on with the speed round? It was 5%, open private sales 19%. They got it at 0.005, so 0.007. That's not really an amount that's just going to make the private people dump, but it's not too far away either. Like there's going to be there's probably going to be quickly a lot of selling pressure from this if this starts pumping. So I don't know. It's going to be hard to tell. And then foundation, what is that? Like, what is the foundation treasury? Is that just like ongoing for like incentives and stuff? The team 5%. So here's the thing. They always talk about how transparent the team is, but dude, like this is a nice looking web page, nice-ish looking web page. But I really hate it. And there's some projects over on Cardano. They got some really nice looking projects too, like Liquid, and the team's transparent, but you can't click on them. You should be able to click on them, and they should be like putting together. If their marketing team was all that freaking great, their marketing team would have bios up here that make them look like they're the second coming of Christ too, right? You should be, and who's like, I don't design. Who in here looks like they're any kind of like, who's their people, who's their coders, who's their real engineers? That's you know, what's going on there. So I'm not saying this is a scam. I don't think it's a scam. I have no idea. I'm going to watch it. But I'm not going to invest in, I'm not going to invest in it. So again, you can't click on the team. So you got to, let's see if we can figure out who this guy is. I don't want to be a detective. All right. He's got Instagram. I have no idea if this is the guy. I'm starting to like this project less as we look into this. Yep, that's the guy. What does this guy got going on? I mean, he's got some interesting photos. And he only has 12 photos. All right, so far. Oh, this is all right. So this is not going well. Marketing. Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Who's the head guy or gal? Who's the CEO? Who are the engineers? Development. Look, this guy looks like he should be in Hollywood movies or something. Not freaking Asian operations. Public. All right, let's try and figure out who like might be the head person in charge here. This is probably a project. This is what they want to achieve, and they want to achieve that by getting the money and see if they can make it happen. And they like, there's no project. There's actually no platform as far as I know. When's the platform coming out? All right, so again, all right, so he's got a LinkedIn. I don't want to click on that. Twitter, yeah, I'm not impressed at all by this at all. You could probably make some money on it. Not financial advice, but I'm not doing it. Thank you, Casimir. Hopefully, I said that good. I don't know how much they have though, bro. That's the thing. Like, it looks like they have, according to CoinGecko, like 2.5 billion coins in the pool. So I don't know. They need to be a little bit more aggressive. If they have 250 million, I don't know, man. Like, I think they're missing the boat because they're not offering better incentives. But I don't know how they pay their treasury, make their fund. Did they already cash out? I don't know. Like I said, I think Harmony 1 will continue to go up. I think it'll get a pump just because here's some of the best technical analysis on the planet. There is a wedge According to the wedge, the target's either 30 cents or negative, or it's going to negative 15 cents. All right, let's wrap this up really quick. I've really enjoyed this stream. I really appreciate everyone came by. 9 likes, appreciate that so much. I do live stream every day during the week, 6:25 a.m. PST. In the beginning, it was a lot of stock market stuff. We made a lot of money in the stock market, but right now the opportunity is in crypto. So I've moved over into crypto pretty heavily. I've moved into a bunch of yield farming. I will be yield farming my diamond nuts off in Cardano pretty soon. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm still trying to figure out like what I want to do. I've been doing some NFTs. I've done okay. I've made a couple like bad buys in this weekend, so I'm just trying to regroup, get my act together. Do I want to head over to Solana? I'm looking forward to the Solana news today. I'm kind of hoping if you got a big Solana bag, dude, I'm just being a little bit selfish over here. I want to, if I hear that Solana's burning a lot of coins and it goes to like $200 or $300 in no time flat, I'm going to be mad. I'll be happy for you if you have a big bag, but I'm going to be mad because I don't have any. Brian, good morning, brother. How you doing? All right. Anyway, I do live stream every day, 6:25 a.m. PST. Quite often I'll live stream in the weekends too. Lately, just trying to get into some NFT drops or checking out what's going on in the NFTs. So I'll probably do some more this weekend. I might even get into Solana and start checking out the Solana. There's a lot of stuff going on with Solana NFTs and gaming. So even regardless of whether or not I have a big bag of Solana or not, I need to get a bag of Solana just to get in, because I think there's a huge opportunity in Solana. Like I said, I'm considering buying up a few Cabones. You sit here and you look and you're like, oh, 0.42 Ethereum. That's nothing. Buy 4 of them, you know, but that's like $5,000 at risk. And another one I'm seriously considering is buying 1 or 2 World of Women. I think those are going to continue to creep up and up. Not financial advice for you, just my own financial advice. I think the floor on these are going to continue to creep up. The only thing that scares me is getting trapped. While I do think the floor is going to continue to go up, there is some concern that the market is going to pull back. And if the market pulls back, you know, people are talking about, depends on who you talk to, but you know, 38,000 is kind of a target for the bears on Bitcoin. The bulls, the target's 50, 60,000 here pretty quick. I don't know which way it's going. I'm obviously biased to the upside. I've said numerous times, I don't care. I really don't care. Bitcoin could go to 20,000 or Bitcoin could go to 80,000 the month of September. And this portfolio is not going to change. I'm not selling when Bitcoin's at 80,000. I'm continuing to hold. I'm not selling if Ethereum's 5, 6, 7,000. There are targets when I will be selling, but those aren't the targets, right? Or if it dips down to, like it did just recently, my portfolio went from, in May, it went from a 691,000 high to a low under 300,000. Well, in May, it went to about 320,000, and then it went back up, and then there was a point just recently where it was below 300,000. That's why I put Diamond Nuts on the channel, because I don't, it's go hard or go home, right? Like, I'm waiting for a 10x on this. Well, 10x on this number, I'm definitely retiring. But again, the message on this channel, and hopefully most of the people that come to this channel are very like-minded. Most of my bag is holding and earning passive income and waiting 2, 3, 4 years. If the market crashes and you have to wait until you're right, I'm fully willing to do that. And then I've got 5, 10, 15% of my portfolio set aside that I'm trying to, really have fun with NFTs and yield farming. All right, real quickly, let's look at the stock market. I know no one probably in this chat probably cares, but it is important because if the stock market crashes, crypto will crash. Nasdaq's down 53 points, basically flat. Tesla's basically flat. All the miners are basically flat. That's mostly even in the stock market. I'm in Coinbase and a bunch of Bitcoin miners, right? This is my IRA. The biggest portion of my IRA is Tesla. If you want to know how to go from $30,000 to $1 million, I'm not there yet, but I am selling a master class on how to do that. And the masterclass is free. Just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go watch my past videos because the journey's there. The journey is there of how I've gone from 30,000 to the portfolio you see now. And it's not to brag. It's just that I'm very transparent. And when I talk to you, I actually do what I say, right? And I'm very open about it. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Trezor. All right, I really appreciate everyone that came by. I will be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Love you all, and peace.